Hello, I'm Lynne. I've been volunteering with Cyrenians for coming up for 4 years. I used to do the one-on-one befriending where I went and visited people at their homes, but because of work commitments it was getting rather difficult, so we introduced the telephone befriending. I've been classed as a telephone befriending ambassador. I've been doing it for 2.5 years now just about, and I love it. I've got 4 clients at the moment, and 2 of them are off Cyrenians books now, but I've developed such a good friendship with them, I continue phoning them on a weekly basis. I've volunteered now for maybe about 13, 14 years in total through different organisations. It was one of my friends who works for yourselves that got me interested and intrigued with Cyrenians in Bathgate. As I say, I've been doing it now for about 4 years. I just like helping other people and help them build up the confidence and the ability to possibly move on to where they need to be. It was something that I could do in my own time, and I could sort of give my clients a set time and a set day every week with the telephone befriending. I was a bit nervous, I will admit I was a bit nervous because I was asked initially to befriend 3 people with the telephone calls. So I thought, oh, quite apprehensive, how am I going to work this? So how I did it was, my very first call to them was I introduced myself. Says to them that I would be phoning them every week if that was what they wanted, and set up a rough night and time that was good for them as well as myself. Initially I thought, oh no, I'm not going to be able to help this lady. First couple of phone calls, first couple of weeks, she did nothing but cry. She just felt so low, so isolated. She did explain to me that when she did go out, she used dial-a journey. And she said, I said to her, well, what's the sort of things you'd like to do? So she initially told me, I'd like to be able to get a bit of my life back, where I'm not dependent on anybody, where I'm getting a bit of my independence back. So from week 3, I kept on saying to her, right, what I want you to do, Helen, between now and next week, is go along and sit at the bus stop. Watch the buses go past. I says, do that for me for this next week. I says, and I'll have something else for you to do next week. I set her little goals, little tasks. So on the 4th week, I says to her, right, now what I want you to do is that I want you to jump on the bus, get on the bus, and get off at the next stop. So by the time the 5th week come, she'd managed to build that confidence, because I was also encouraging her and telling her that she could do these things. For her, it's one of the proudest moments of my life with volunteering. When I phoned her on the 5th week, she was so, best way to describe it was hyper excited, because she'd managed to go from her home to St John's Hospital on a public bus. She hadn't went from one stop to the next, she just went gun-ho and went all that massive distance. And as I say, it's one of the proudest moments of my life in volunteering that I managed to get to that stage. What I would say is, if it's a line of work they want to go into, I recommend they give it a try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. They could do either the telephone befriending like what I do, and I find you get more, they open up to you more over a telephone call than they do on a one-on-one face-to-face basis. It takes them, most of them takes them about the first month of phoning before they finally start opening up and say, look, this is what's going on, or that's what's going on. Beforehand it's all babble, or it can be constant tears with them. I've experienced that. I've experienced them not being shouty, but quite angry and irritated at themselves, and the only way they can express that is through somebody that they're not seeing face to face, and somebody that's not initially involved in their day-to-day running. So yeah, I definitely recommend anybody that wants to volunteer, give it a try. The telephone befriending is the best thing I've ever done for yourselves.